let's just play the game. Let's play the game. I'm gonna turn that off. I ain't even put my controller on yet. Should probably do that now.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign.
We watched this
The
last time.
empire
We don't
he
need to.
ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in
Do you have
peace
to watch
and
this?
prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on it.
There we go. Okay. Twitch, you guys know the drill. If it's your first time here, then hello, my name is Katie. We play a variety of games over here. Games like adventure games. Sometimes we'll play the good old horror game. We mainly leave them for like Halloween time though, when it starts to get a bit more colder again. We play exploring games, and then on a Sunday we will play cozy games, where we just do cozy streams. We've been playing Disney Dreamlight on a Sunday, which has been really good. And yeah, and most of these streams do go up on YouTube, so we will be seeing a greeting for YouTube in a second. But yeah, if it's your first time here and you are not following, then please feel free to follow. It would mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And we are trying to get to 115 followers right now. That is the goal. And then obviously when we get to that goal, we will change it to 120. But yeah, we have 112 now, which is really, really cool. I didn't think we'd get this many followers, but we have. So yeah. Okay, I've got a bit of hiccup, but it's fine. So let's do this greeting for YouTube then, shall we? Shall we get started? I feel like we should. Yeah. Let's get started then. Hello, if you're watching this on YouTube. My name is Katie. I go by Lilac Daydream here on YouTube, but I also go by Hey It's Katie on Twitch. We are back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. The very first game, not the second one. Last time I played this, I said we were playing the second game, but ended up being like the first game. I did try. There we go. So we are back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance, and last time we played this game, we met Henry, who lived with his parents. His dad was a blacksmith, and I think his mum had just helped around the house. His dad was making some sword for the king of the village that they lived in. Well, you can actually see the village and the castle. We did a few errands, we got up to a bit of mischief, we met Bianca, who is Henry's girlfriend, and when things were going okay, when we were going to take the sword up to the king, our village got destroyed, our parents got killed, and we went on the run. And then we ended up in this little other, I wouldn't say village, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's like another castle where there's another king, and we were sent the warning that these guys who demolished our village is coming for them too. So that's where we left off. It's been a while since we played, and I cannot believe I still remember all of that. So yeah, here we are. Am I drunk? I haven't even drunk any alcohol, I don't think. Not that I can remember. But, yeah. Okay, let me have a sip of energy drink before we play it, and then we will play it. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's not it. There we go. Run. Go to the courtyard lodge and sleep there until morning. Okay. Where's the courtyard? Is it up here? You're in. Oh, we're in a private area. Sorry, I don't know where I am going. Um. Is it up here? I feel like game audio is a bit too low. Private area. Hmm. I'm literally on the thing. Do 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 do. Can't go out there. This map is kind of like hard to follow, kinda. Let me have a look. I've walked away from it. Okay, I'm literally like stuck right now. Already. Because I have no idea where this courtyard lodge is. Which is, yep. Which building is it? Images. Um. Hmm. We'll find it. I'm not really used to like these kind of maps. I cannot read them at all, so it is a bit hard. But oh, we are getting tired. Um.
I hear you came from Skellis today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen? Seems I'm not good enough for the jet.
Yeah, this is private area. Right, where do I go?
Hey you, what are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
What? Am I not loading here?
Are you deaf?
Where do you go? Alright, hang on. Just try to work it out on where you go. Okay, I think I know now. So it is that building I was in before that I just got kicked out of, but... Here we are. Okay. We'll do 10 hours. It's fine.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Try to sleep here.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I have to... You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
Success. There we
But
go. I'm a bit
Sigismund's
quiet
horde
'cause
was
I'm taking it
already
all
on the
in.
horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw smoke on the horizon. There was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
The Skalitz fled to the castle for cover.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Is that it?
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him
Sorry for being
Burgrave of
quiet, I'm
Prague
just
Castle. And he
listening
was
to
very
this.
busy. He
It's
had
going
no
on.
time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best
Don't go
years are
there,
still
Henry.
ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
That went on. I'm not gonna lie, that went on. I actually forgot I was streaming while that scene played. Henry, don't be thinking about it. Don't be getting yourself into trouble. Oh, what's this?
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! Running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son.
What's he supposed to do?
Don't be a coward.
Can't with this game.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
It's a bit jerky, I'm not gonna lie. You know, so if you see something, then don't worry.
Oh, God.
The battlements.
Food.
Take the torch from the table. Oh, this one? Do I have any food? There we go. If you need a light at night, use your torch by holding... I think I remember where the battlements were. Aren't they like up here? Go to the battlements and talk to Captain.
Sigismund's forces?
I reckon not.
Let's go.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
There we go. What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Good luck to you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
We're
You
here.
have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
I feel like we're still going to go back to Skalitz, aren't we? I feel like we are. Henry doesn't listen. Okay. Talk to Sir Robert.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Understood. Am I on watch or what?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yesterday.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. God be with you.
Keep watch on the battlements. Do I have to go somewhere?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Yep.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Keep watch on the battlement. Wait until more. If you have to wait for something, you can skip time, press, and see. Okay. Oh. Let's do 4 hours.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Quickly, the outfit.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go! Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Wait, am I going the wrong way? Okay, no, we're going the right way.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Is it happening again? Are we about to get destroyed again? Whew, that was close.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
I'm still trying to understand the story a little bit. Let me just check chat. Okay, no one's on. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Okay. What was the what's the new objective? Bury your loved ones in Skalitz. Talk to Sir Robert. Okay, let's talk to Sir Robert.
Good health, you.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
I have to bury my parents.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
That failed.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal, helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
It has a strategic position. Okay. He was afraid of the...
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money. Farewell.
Okay. So we are still gonna go to Skalitz, probably. Is there any way that I can put this torch away? Okay, I think I've done it.
By all means. The best of it is that pair of idiots.
Ask him that. You'd think it was a cathedral.